What limitations do you experience? How do you define limitations in your own life? So, who is the cause of limitations in your life? And when do you find in your life you say, you know what, enough is enough? Yes, I can be an overcomer to my own limitations. And how I'm going to say this right now is hi, everyone. Welcome. My name is Jeanette. Let us give God all the glory and to reverence the Lord for his presence in our life each and every day. And to always remember we are all so blessed for this opportunity of this channel. Let's talk about the topic review from last week. Last week we talked about kindness matters and how the word kindfulness brought out these points. Your attention and your sensitivity of how you're kind. 2, your generosity to naturally be kind. 3, your open heart and to give freely of your kindness. Number 4, your mindfulness to the consciousness of being kind. And number 5, your love to the new way of your lifestyle of opening, receiving, and overflowing kindness every single day. The new topic we're going to talk about today is I want to ask you right now, how do you define limitation? Let's talk about it for a minute. Maybe it's an act or an instance of limiting, or maybe a quantity of the state of being, limitation as a restraint, or a period of limited in the sense of an act, suits, persecution in the sense of that cannot be brought into courts, or let's say this, and what we're really speaking about today, your limitations. What are they? As we discuss right now, 5 common areas in our lives that we face daily when it comes to limitations. Number 1, your family. Your family is such a blessing. And at times, when God has a certain purpose and plan in your life to fulfill and do, this is where some limitations might come up in that specific ordained journey that is supposed to happen in your life. Number 2, your spouse. Your spouse also is a gift from God that demonstrates a union as one accord. And if you're on the same wavelength with your spouse, this is a blessing, and the factor remains that sometimes you may not be on that same wavelength, so then there's times of conflict. And when conflict is happening a little too often, this is where the limitations will start to form. Number 3, your extended family. Your extended family is your community. And this community will sometimes have many different levels of expectations on your time. And when they have this on your time, you need to be aware how this limitation starts within these relationships. So try your very best to create a level of boundaries so then you don't have to have any of these relationships be subjected to a level of brokenness, because these relationships are very sensitive and very important in your life. Number 4 is very sensitive. It's about children. Children are tomorrow's people, and knowing that children are tomorrow's people, we have to really nurture them and really love them so unconditionally. They are so precious, and they're such a special gift from the Lord. And as parents, we often doubt ourselves really deeply. And this is where we need to manage the limitations that tend to come up because we're parents that are so special in God's eyes as well. And all we want to do as parents, really as parents, is to provide the best care, give the best advice, share our life experiences that we've gone through with our children as they're growing up, and also to be the best listeners. Remember, listeners to our, and now your children are in different phases, such as they're either a child, little toddler, a child, teenager, young adult, or an actual adult. That we want to make sure that the right way of life, they're experiencing the very best. Parents, and when I say parents, I'm talking about moms, dads, grandparents, and any other person in this role, which is such a gifted role to be in. Remember, you are specially equipped to do your very best, to be your very best, and to act your very best to achieve the only one thing above all is that unconditional love daily for your children. And don't be hard on yourselves. And why I say this is a limiting situation is sometimes as parents, we're just too hard on ourselves. And don't be hard on yourself. You only do your very best. And number 5, let's talk about career and career path. Within the busyness of your career and career path, you journey to try to be the very best of what you do each day to provide for your family. And sometimes, because of this busyness, we tend to lose track and sight of the very important activities that are around us, such as number 1, self-management within ourselves and how we take care of ourselves and maintain that health and mental, the health and the mental abilities that we do each and every day to get up and go to work and provide rigorously for our family, for the things that we have, etc., etc. Number 2, your family activities. Remember, there's that time that you need to engage in that togetherness and grow as a family and to do activities such as going outside and sporting activities, or maybe within the home of activities and when you're creating meals together, playing games together, watching shows together, that kind of thing. What about number 3, your spouse? Now, can really consider having those date nights together, that alone time to grow and nurture your relationships. And number 4, your children. They really require your time to grow them and to be that incredible young individual that is so precious to this world. Like I said again, tomorrow's people. And number 5, your education. And not just going to school or university. What I'm talking about is that growth and development of having that quality time as well. Because in life, limitations can be such a distraction. And when it comes to being a distraction in your life, try to be very mindful. And when you're mindful of this, you're able to take that time to evaluate, this is an important choices I got to make in my life as I'm moving forward each day. So this is very a short and sweet talk today, but in closing, what I want to point out to you is 5 points to move you from limitations. Number 1, you can work very diligently and honestly to being and do and act your best each and every day as you move forward. 2, limitations is not your stronghold, okay? Only you will be that stronghold for yourself. So let go, and you need to move forward each and every day. And remember, each day is a new day. You start fresh new each day. No matter what you've experienced, you let go and move forward. 3, your faith to be in that successful journey to the highest self of who you are is how you actually manage and actually maintain your mindset each day. That's a skill that you have to grow over time. It's not something that just happens right away. It's something that you grow each and every day. And number 4, your responsibilities and your accountabilities actually starts with you creating boundaries. And when you create these boundaries, you're not going to be feeling that overwhelming feeling of burnout or, oh my goodness, I can't get certain things done. And try to do this each day. And number 5, make it a decision today that no matter what storm in life that comes your way, in any form of a trial, hardship, disappointment, difficulties, that you're that overcomer when these things happen. And knowing deep in your heart, you're going to prevail through it because there's other events that you've gone through in your life that you have prevailed. And sometimes you forget about those times. And you're going to just pick yourself up and you're going to move forward because God is with you. He's always with you each and every day, every step of the way to success. And that level of success is achieving that goal. That level of success is saying, hey, you know what? I can do better next time. Just remember, don't be hard on yourself. And I would like to say a prayer for you now is, may God open your hearts and your minds today in the area of your life where you actually experience the creating of limitations, and to know that you're going to become more aware of where these levels of change have to take place and to start seeing success in your life. And I thank you for this prayer that I said for you this week. And as you move towards this week ahead, always remember you're never alone. Any limitations that come up against you, just stop, adjust your mindset, and just move forward. And I want to thank all of you for tuning in today. And please do like and comment, and especially subscribe to this channel. And thanks again, guys. And until next week, May 22nd, 2022, I will be speaking on 2 different episodes. And thanks again. Bye for now.